Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our task budget line of business task force meeting. I would say good to see you, but I cannot see you. But welcome. We're going to go right into our meeting. We will not do the roll call today. I'm going to rely on the Microsoft team attendance for that. We will follow our normal updates in reference to the budget LOB updates. Just inform you what's going on about our training events and our CDCs and what's going on in our technical world as well. But what we would like to start out doing, and there's Phil, is celebrating Phil. He leave us and retire. We want to honor him and give tribute to, and we will go right into that, and we'll just start off with Dorothy and letting her lead us.
Oh yeah. So I see the hands clapping and yeah, it's a somber moment, right? We know that we had to come to this point at the beginning of 2 years ago when the PMO started, but it's been a really cool journey. And like I don't think that we would have been able to do the transition and understand the budget line of business the way we do and just understand how the PMO runs without Phil's guidance and leadership and accountability for us, like understanding like, okay, historically, this is what we did. And then we were able to implement and execute. So we would not be the PMO had it not been for Phil on our side. So we appreciate you, Phil. And just like the warm embraces you gave us when we first came in, like you gave us like the rundown of how to do things and where to go, who to contact. So I think we can carry the torch pretty well. It's still lit, and we'll always call you. When we need assistance. But yeah, just wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you. You will truly be missed. The fact that you have such a history with the budget line of business, I don't think we've ever encountered anyone with such expertise. I think in all of our careers combined. So we were very fortunate to be a part of your journey. So thank you, and yeah. We'll leave you for a year and then we'll call you once your year is up to check in on some business. So. But yeah, all well. Happy retirement for you.
Oh God. Sure. I like to reflect and go back. Dorothy is right, Phil. We couldn't have done this without you, but I reflect on we were having a meeting with one of the partner agencies, at least one of the partner agencies were attending. And, throughout the phase of this transition, they say this is just like you're flying a plane and you're building it at the same time. And Phil sent an email yesterday, well, one day this weekend. He said it's been a great ride. And it made me think about that comment. And what I could visualize was the plane and Dorothy, Aisha, and I stepping on that plane. And then Phil, he's the pilot, Mark's the co-pilot. And it's just like you can see Phil looking back at you saying, buckle up, seatbelts, So I think about that, but I appreciate how you have just, like Dorothy say, embraced us. It's like the warm welcome. You've been there with us step by step, guiding us through all the way through the sunset of Max to the soft landing. I'm going to say you was like, it's been a great ride. I'm like, yeah, it's been a ride. It's been a journey, but it's like you assist us to make that soft landing to USDA. And for that, I appreciate it because I just know without you, Mark, the rest of the team, TCG, we just couldn't have done it. So I definitely will miss you, wish you well on your retirement. Relax, enjoy yourself, take care of yourself, and hope to keep in touch.
Yeah, I just wanted to follow up with Dorothy and Janice's comments as well. I mean, very similar feelings. Thank you, Phil, for pioneering this team that we all get to be a part of now, and for working with us and welcoming us as we join this team and as we learn all these new things every single day, taking on these new projects together, tackling those, providing all this great insight and support, through all these numerous twists and turns, everything that came up, you were always there. We could always count on you, call on you, and that has meant a lot. yeah, like mentioned, we genuinely could not have done this without you. And, very, very happy for you, excited for everything to come for you, and, wishing you all the best. Thank you again.
Awesome, awesome. So we will open the floor before we give it to Mr. Phil for his final goodbye with us with Budget Line of Business. But if anybody from the task force wants to chime in on the chat or get off of mute and give Phil his well wishes as he retires of many great service years to the Budget Line of Business. So I'll give an opportunity for that. Yeah. Sorry, we just got new Teams format and I'm clicking to find chat and I'm not finding it. So if anybody said anything in chat, feel free to come off mute. Yeah, it's not taking me to chat for some reason. Okay. All right. Last call, anybody? Well, I said on behalf of my nephew and my godson Caleb, we were able to see the White House. And so we are very appreciative. They wanted to wish you well wishes yet again. They wish they could have come to the party yesterday, but I told them we had a good time. So, but yeah, they wish you well as well. And they come on saying, he's done working. He's done working. I say, yeah, he is. So yeah, well wishes from that side of the camp too. But Bill, pass it on to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, some of you guys have been here from the start, and a lot of you guys, I'm looking at the list here, Mike and Paul and some of the other ones. We were just cleaning out disks here, getting rid of old files, and one of the things I found was the original budget formulation and execution request for information that we sent out in 2006 or something, and so we gave that to our records folks to hold on to. But it's been a long ride. It's been a beautiful ride. My career would not be at all what it is without the Budget Line of Business, and certainly Max.gov that came from the Budget Line of Business. At the party yesterday, I asked for a show of hands of people who had received an award, a rank award, a cash award, some other award for using or building the Max tools, and almost everybody, well over half the room, raised their hands. We have helped the federal government be successful in just so many ways, and that's the legacy. That's the thing I'm most proud of. And none of it was me, right? All of it was the team, you guys and the students and the task force and the contractors and the BSB staff and me and my bosses and everybody working together as a team. And so it's been a really fun ride. I really enjoyed it. I am, as you guys say here on the slide, I'm going to focus on sabbatical for a while, take a rest for 6 months, think about what life really is going to look like in this next phase of my life. I will focus on things that bring me joy, kayaking and gardening and bird watching, and hopefully some music and time with friends. I'm going to weasel my way into the fall forum to come and learn what I can from you guys. And if there are things that I'm allowed to talk to you about that you want me to talk to you about, give me a call and I'd be happy to do that. I think it's going to be exciting, and I don't know really where it's going. But the team that was here yesterday, you guys gave me a little plaque that had the picture at the top there and spelled out retirement, and it was so apropos because everything there, relaxing, enjoying, embracing new adventures, everything on that list was exactly what I tell people I'm going to do in this next 6 months and then beyond. So I am excited about it. I'm very sad to be leaving behind people and projects and just the history of this institution. I walked through the library yesterday and just made me cry thinking about all the stuff here that I'm leaving behind when I walk out of here. But I'm not going very far. I live just a mile from your building, and I will stay in touch. And those of you who don't already, those of you who can't already find me on LinkedIn or Facebook or wherever, feel free to do that. On Facebook, you will see my bird pictures and probably still no political views, even though the Hatch Act doesn't cover me after tomorrow. And on LinkedIn, you will notice that I no longer work for OMB, and that'll be sad but fun.
For sure. Thank you. No, yeah, this has been great. Been great.
Thank you, Phil.
And you have to send us pictures too on your bird watching. Yeah, we were like, Phil, we would love to, like, you know, be on that journey with him. It's so calming. And, you know, we were talking like, we don't, the sincerity and the calmness that you bring, I'm like, it's got to be the bird watch. So I was like, therapeutic with Janice and Aisha and I were saying, well, maybe we go out as a group and we do it, you know, to balance out the work life. So yeah, it's definitely a hobby that we have, that we admire, and are looking forward to your journey in that area too. So, but yeah.
Apparently there's a ranger-led tour at the Kenilworth Aquatic Gardens every Tuesday morning. I want to say 8:30, not 9:30, but I think it's 8:30.
Okay.
So one of the things that I'll be able to do now is bird watching during the day.
Yeah.
So I'll take the tour. You guys should like take a field trip one day and come
Yeah.
over.
Oh yeah, I like that place. Yeah,
That's
I do go there. Yeah, I saw a red cardinal in the park, my local park, this week. It's just like when you stop and focus and pay attention and just listen and how they're singing and chirping. Like, wow, yeah. So
I've turned my wife into a bird watcher. She's always enjoyed nature, flowers and stuff, but on our vacation, there was one point before breakfast, we were standing in a harbor up in northern Ontario next to a tree, and we spent like 45 minutes staring at this tree and taking pictures of every little flutter in the tree. And we saw several different kinds of birds that we'd never seen before, all just standing looking at this tree. So it is therapeutic. Your brain is on something other than the stresses around you, and I very much enjoy that. Anyway, thank you for all the partnership. It is a great team over there. I'm thrilled to be leaving the budget line of business in such good hands and Max.gov in such good hands. So I'm excited about that and appreciate it.
Cool. Well, thank you again. Appreciate it. Yeah, we wanted to catch you before you headed out for good. But yeah, we'll stay in contact, and we will invite you, and you will definitely, you and Mark, for the fall forum. So we'll keep you posted.
All right. And I'm going to drop off now unless you need me for something else.
Nope, we're good. We're good. That works. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
See you later.
See you.
thank you.
Bye. All right, Janice, I'll turn it back over to you.
All right, Dorothy, on and forward, right?
Yeah.
Okay, back to business. Thank you all for that. Going to our updates. Thank everyone for your all the partner agencies for your participation. Our MOU IA process went very well this year. From our partners all the way through to our internal process here in ED, we received all 26 of the 26 partners MOU. 14 of the 26 have already been IPAC. That's money in the bank. We have 8 internal that are in internal with ED review, and we have 4 that are waiting IPAC. And we're just hoping and projecting at least by July the 1st or the first week in July that all of the packages will be IPAC. Thank you again for your efforts. Our spring forum, just a little bit about our spring forum that we had in May for 2 days, May 21st, 22nd, 6 sessions. Went very well. Our lead training coordinator, Andy Pavord, along with his team, there were over 1,000 across the 6 sessions, and we had approximately 350 attending each session with a wide variety of budget topics. We received the survey responses, and if you didn't get an opportunity to participate in spring forum, our recording is here for you to do that. And we're showing you here the attendance across each one of those sessions. And this These sessions basically came from the training working group that we developed, very much interested in the personnel service forecasting. So we definitely catered this spring form accordingly. We had a demo of our apportionment management and a demo of the QFR for those sessions, and it went very well. We had our budget chat Tuesday, June the 25th. That was intro to apportionments with Andy Pavord and Courtney Timberlake. Many of you may know her as well. We also had the demo of the apportionment management, and that was received very well. We had approximately 273 in attendance and about 16 of our 26 partner agencies that attend. If you get an opportunity to attend and to pass it along, you can check out the budget training on our budget training page. We're still moving forth with our training working group. At first, we had established a training working group to just basically find out what our budgeteers were interested in for as training, to try to figure out what our demographics were there, just to revamp our training curriculum. So we're going to go ahead and continue with our training working group as an independent group where they can basically, I believe it's four times out of the year, we will have co-leads, 2 co-leads for this group. We have one in need of one more, but just to discuss all things budget. It's basically a platform where they can network, collaborate with each other. You have a problem for the day, maybe you can submit it and someone across the country could answer that question for you. They had opportunity to share their best practices, lessons learned, and also to bring speakers in of their choice. And also those speakers, our presenters, can be right there amongst the budgeteers themselves. Someone that's interested in joining, they can sign up here. So pass that along for us. We plan on having their meeting and they will decide what their dates will be: July, October, January, and April.
All right, so moving on to the career development convos, our upcoming session in July, Self-Directed Leadership, will be hosted by Pamela Nash, Thursday, July 25th from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is provided on the slide to register, as well with additional information on our presenter and the session itself. If you aren't able to make the presentation or the session, you can access a recording of it, post the session on the link at the bottom, as well as all prior career development sessions. If you or anyone you know are interested in presenting a potential career development session, please reach out to me and we can discuss that as well. And if you have any questions regarding the career development series, let me know and I'm happy to answer them as well. Moving on to our data analytics work group. We have a call for presenters. Our next, hopefully our next session will be in July. So we're looking for potential presenters for that month, as well as any additional, months ahead. If anyone is interested on presenting on any data related topics, you can reach out to me and we can discuss that. And if you are interested in signing up for the work group and receiving invites for our upcoming sessions, you can also reach out to me and I will include you in the mailing list. And then finally, the Budget LOB newsletter update. So just for anyone who wasn't aware, we have moved on to Adobe Campaign from GovDelivery. And now that that transition is complete, what that means is we will have 2 newsletters: our monthly newsletter, which will be going out with all upcoming training and PMO updates. And then we have our forum series newsletter. So that will include registration information, as well as forum debriefs at the end of a forum. If you registered for our newsletter through GovDelivery in the past, you do not need to re-register on Adobe. But for anyone who's not registered for our newsletters or subscribed to our newsletters and is interested in doing so, you will want to follow the links here on this slide to access that. So again, as a reminder, you don't need to re-subscribe if you already have subscribed on GovDelivery, but if you haven't already and you're a new subscriber, you can follow those links at the bottom. Thank you.
Thank you, Aisha. Allison, are you with us?
I am. I'm here.
Come up.
Okay, thank you, Janice. On the Connect program side, we're working actively on several areas to improve experiences for our users. First is the launching co-author capabilities in Connect. This should be launched in the next couple of months. It's functionality we used to have in Max, and some of our partners desperately missed it when we moved over, especially if they do certain things like manage their CJs or something in Connect. So we'll be rolling this out and communicating this out here in the next couple of months. We also are working on rebuilding the BERT report engine that we had on the Mac side, and this is going to be great for our customers too, so we can go back to some of those custom quality reporting that we used to have versus our current CSV files that we provide. And then finally, we're going to be updating our Confluence theme and providing new technologies that improves our user experiences and ease in Connect. And that'll be going on probably over the next 6 months or so. From the customer technical support team side, we've been very busy. Wanted to go back and talk about the workflow and permissions piece. We've been really working steadily since migration to help agencies clean up their groups and permissions. And the number of tickets that we've been receiving for bugs around that is decreasing, which is great. And we contribute all of this to the agency's hard work and helping us clean this up. So thank you on behalf of our side. We also launched the Department of Commerce's QFRs tool this week, or actually last week, with their first set of Senate questions. Is pretty exciting. We demoed this tool last month at the Spring Forum, and if anyone's interested in a demo, I was unable to see it then, we'd be happy to set up a time and go over it with you. We are also working actively to work on refinements and enhancements for our partners with OMBJ and CJ tools in preparation for the 26th cycle. We're also working to move the VA CJ tool out of Confluence and into the CJ tool in Jira. As Janice mentioned, we're going to be working with the line of business this year to provide demonstrations of tools throughout the year. Hopefully that will be helpful to people. And we're also going to be available to provide any technical assistance for any of the work groups that may identify a technological need. And finally, we are still updating our line of business partner pages. And we have been able to put together a transparent view of the status of our tickets. We will be meeting with the PMO to determine when. It seems like we will be able to start posting burn down rates for you all this year, probably starting in July. So that's our update. Again, if you ever need any assistance, please open a ticket at connect.gov. At the portal, click Connect Support. And I just realized I was never sharing my screen. I mean, my face. So nice to see everyone. Thanks, Janice.
Oh, Janice, you still may be on mute.
Okay, here I am. Okay, yes, we probably have mentioned some of those, the upcoming budget training, events, fall forum, tentative schedule. We plan on in person for our fall forum. Depending on what the budget status is, we may have an alternate site for virtual, but definitely we're planning on our in-person fall forum. We're excited about that. We do have budget chats that are coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 budget chats. Plan on having them quarterly. We have one coming up in August, October, November, March. You can read them there. We have some very good topics planned there too, based on input from our budgeteers. We have about three that will be demoing our technology demo, our operation plan, CJ and QFR. We will announce when those will be opening soon. Our training working group, as we say before, our lead will determine what those days will be: July, October, January, and April. Our career development convo is coming up July 25th. Registration is already open, right, Aisha. That's what that means. And we've changed our task, just a reminder, we've changed our task force meetings to quarterly, and our next one will be in September. Are there any questions? Budget line of business, anyone? How's it going? No? Anything else to add, Dorothy, Aisha?
No, I think all is well. Thank y'all. I know it's summertime. So hopefully you all have some nice travel plans and or relaxation plans before the closeout of the end of the year, right? But yeah, enjoy your time with family and friends and be safe. Yeah, and we'll see you again in September.
Paul said the next task force meeting he wants in person.
Oh, next person in person. Well, we can figure that out. So this is the thing. Just from the background from Ed's standpoint, we don't have access to lecture rooms right now because we're going through a major renovation. You know what, Paul, you're on the right track. We'll do a communal meetup at the food truck location to be determined. We talked about that yesterday, but no, literally that, I mean, we can discuss that for sure. Oh, yep, you're right. We can converge. We'll talk. Paul, you may be on the committee, so we'll talk to you till we get it coordinated.
I see you, Paul. Paul wants to bring the fun back. I see you, Paul.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
and you know what? It was our first time meeting Paul in person yesterday at Phil's retirement celebration. Paul, it was so great to put a face with a voice and an email and the jokes. Yeah. So thank you.
We'll work on that. We'll consider those options for the fall. And then also too, as far as feedback goes for the fall forum. So if you have experiences from the past or like things that you enjoyed and or you've been to other forums, right, post-pandemic, like feel free to send it to our email, budgetlineofbusiness@ed.gov, because we're starting that collaborative logistical planning right now. So any insight that you have would be great too, and we can just add that to the pile of consideration. So feel free, please share.
Okay, if nothing else, like Dorothy say, Wednesday, September the 5th is our next task force meeting. Enjoy your summer. We wish you well. Be safe. Have lots of fun. Drink plenty of water and stay cool. Until next time.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.
Have a good summer.
You too.